Okay, so today guys, in this video we will start the very important topics of class 11, that is the basic concepts of chemistry. And before starting, we will see the what are the outcomes we will learn after cover this chapter. Okay, see. So what are the learning outcomes we will get? That means after finishing this chapter, what we will get? That means what topics should we cover in this particular chapter? So first we will see the basic introduction. So in basic introduction, what we will check, what we will discuss बेटा, atoms बारे में discuss करेंगे, molecules बारे में discuss करेंगे, and the classification of molecules based on nature of atom and number of atoms attached. Okay, and calculation of electron proton neutron में भी discuss करेंगे थोड़ा, ठीक है. और क्या बेटा, और क्या बेटा, इतना. एंड आइसोटर्म्स, ठीक है, जो इम्पोर्टेंट है, ठीक है बेटा. एंड मोल कॉन्सेप्ट्स, ठीक है. एंड एम्पेरिकल फार्मूला, molecular formula, then stoichiometry calculation, ये mainly टू बेस्ड होता है, बेस्ड ऑन सिंगल रिएक्टेंट बेस्ड एंड मोर देन वन रिएक्टेंट बेस्ड. जो सिंगल रिएक्टेंट बेस्ड है वो थ्री टाइप्स का मास वॉल्यूम एंड मोर देन वन रिएक्टेंट बेस्ड, दैट इज द लिमिटिंग रिएजेंट. ओके, वी विल सी. Okay, the main subtopics what we will cover particular this chapter I am mentioning. Okay, and after that, calculation of equivalent weight, calculation of equivalent weight. Okay, that means these are very important for knowing the concentration terms. Okay, equivalent weight, gram equivalent weight, these are very important. Okay, maybe this topics equivalent weight and concentration terms I think eliminated in NCERT. I don't know exactly. Okay, and after that, calculation of atomic weight and molecular weight. Okay, how to determine? These are the various kinds of methods are there. Molecular weight. Okay, and last we will see laws of chemical combination. Laws of chemical combination. Okay, then last, lots of questions, lots of JEE and NEET questions. Especially PY को हम देखेंगे. Okay, so these are the subtopics, that means we will learn after covering this particular chapter. Okay, and finally in between concepts also we will discuss the PYQ of JEE and NEET questions. Okay, so let's start with your daily. So first, in introduction part, you will start some from basic parts. Okay, what is matter? Okay, atoms, elements, these are things. Okay, so we know that in our universe, these are the two things that will be proceeds. That one is matter and another is energy. Okay, so there is a energy Einstein's equation equal mc square, and there is some research already is done, quantum mechanics, special theory of relativity. Okay, so basically what happens, if we compare physics and chemistry, physics is nothing but that is deals with the macroscopic world. दैट मीन्स जो हमको वो जो हम चीज़ों दिखाई देता है माइक्रोस्कोपिक बड़ा बड़े चीज़, ठीक है, यूनिवर्स का। और केमिस्ट्री मीन्स व्हाट, केमिस्ट्री डील्स विथ माइक्रोस्कोपिक, माइक्रो मीन्स बहुत वेरी वेरी स्मॉल। ओके, सो केमिस्ट्री इज डील्स विथ माइक्रोस्कोपिक वर्ल्ड। ओके, जैसे कि एटम हो गए, आयंस, मॉलिक्यूल्स, ओके, दिस आर द वेरी वेरी माइक्रोस्कोपिक पार्टिकल्स, सो दैट व्हाई दिस कैन से this deals with the microscopic world. Okay, and chemistry is also in another way, that is called funny science. Okay, see, we will see in the basic introduction part. Okay, first matter. Okay, so matter is nothing but the substance in the universe which has definite mass, volume and occupy space. Okay, so anything which has definite mass, volume and occupy space. Okay, so that is called matter. Okay, then what are the classifications of matter? Matter is classified based on two categories. Okay, based on two categories. One is physical, based on physical classifications, another is chemical classifications, chemical properties, chemically. Okay, so physical classifications, what are these? Solid, liquid, gases, plasma state and Bose-Einstein condensate. Bose-Einstein condensate. Bose-Einstein condensate. Okay, these are the, so solid, liquid, gas is that. Okay, so these are the physical classifications. Okay, and chemical classifications is what? So these are also two main parts. One is pure substance, another is impure substance, or we can say mixture. Okay, so again this pure substance means what? There is only uniform composition of the particles. Okay, so pure substance againly two types. One is element, another is compound. Okay, so compound is two types and elements are three types. What are these? Metal, non-metal, metalloid. Okay, and compound are mainly two types, we know. One is organic, another is inorganic. Okay, organic and inorganic, that means these are the organic, we know these are the obtained from organs of plants and animals, these are called organic compounds. Then minerals produced, that are the inorganic compounds. Okay, so in this regards, metal, non-metal, metal, this have already we learned in 10th class. Okay, so impure or mixture means what? These are also mainly two types. One is homogeneous mixture, another is heterogeneous mixture. Okay, so these are the brief sketch diagram to understand the matter and the related subparticles. Okay, so these are the brief introduction. So suppose we will talk, I am not going to in depth. Okay, so mixture means what? Non-uniform composition. Okay, so homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Homo means what? Similar kinds. Okay, for example, if you talk about sugar solution or salt solution. Okay, so example, sugar plus water. Okay, so this is the homogeneous mixture. That means the solution in which the similar composition, uniform composition should be present. Okay, so in heterogeneous means, in heterogeneous mixture thus have non-uniform composition, immiscible particles are present. Okay, for example, blood, milk, okay, sand, water, these are the heterogeneous mixtures. Okay, so we can say the sand water, milk, okay, blood, these are the heterogeneous mixtures. Okay, so directly we start from atoms. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so we will talk about atoms. Okay, we start from atom. So what is atom? We have already discussed the matter. Matter is nothing but anything that has definite mass, volume, occupies space. So atom is nothing but, atom is the smallest unit or smallest part of, or this is the smallest part of, okay, it is the smallest unit of matter or element, we can say matter or element. Okay, and they may or may not be exist independently, दैट मीन्स आटम्स बहुत है जो कि कुछ आटम्स एग्जिस्ट करते हैं इंडिपेंडेंटली और कुछ आटम्स एग्जिस्ट नहीं करते हैं. ओके, हम देखेंगे. ओके, सो कुछ आटम्स, फॉर एग्जांपल कॉपर, जिंक, आयरन, ये जो है देज आर दी एग्जिस्ट इंडिपेंडेंटली, ये इंडिपेंडेंटली एग्जिस्ट करते हैं. मतलब इसका जो ड्यूअल फॉर्म है Cu2 Zn2 ऐसे तो हम नहीं लिखते हैं. ओके, सो देज आर दी इंडिपेंडेंटली एग्जिस्ट. सो फॉर एग्जांपल हाइड्रोजन, ऑक्सीजन, नाइट्रोजन, अगर मैंने ऐसे लिखा है, अगर हम ऐसे लिखेंगे तो ये क्या एग्जिस्ट करते हैं? क्या हाइड्रोजन आटम ये खुद इंडिपेंडेंटली एग्जिस्ट करता है? क्या ऑक्सीजन करता है? नो. नाइट्रोजन करता है. दैट मीन्स अगर ये एलिमेंट्स हम लेंगे ऐसे तो ये these are the does not exist independently, okay, these are the does not independently exist. okay, ठीक है. अगर ये एग्जिस्ट नहीं करते देन कैसे एग्जिस्ट करते? इन ड्यूअल फॉर्म. ओके, they are exist in dual form. Okay, that means as molecules. Okay, so that way we will discuss the molecule after the atoms. Okay, the dual form as H will be exist in H2. That means they exist as diatomic molecules. Okay, H2, O2, N2. Okay, so they exist like this. Okay, so these are the exist like this. Clear? So they exist. Okay, so agar they exist in this form, now we will talk about the, see, atom is what beta? Smallest unit of matter element. What is element? Element is nothing but element this is smallest unit of matter, smallest unit of matter. That means matter पहला आया, तो मैटर के बाद एलिमेंट्स, एलिमेंट्स के बाद एटम्स। ओके, सो व्हिच इज बिगर, सबसे मैटर, मैटर के बाद एलिमेंट, एलिमेंट के बाद एटम। सो एटम वो चीज है जो कि हम नेक्स्ट टाइम विजुअलाइज नहीं कर सकते। ओके, सो दैट देयर इज रिसर्च इज स्टार्टेड ड्यूरिंग 18th centuries। ओके, and element for example element atom and different क्या, suppose my example I will give you the oxygen element, that means what kind of atoms we will get if anybody provide us oxygen element, nitrogen element. From oxygen element we will get an oxygen atoms, from nitrogen elements we will get the nitrogen atoms only. Okay, so these are the one more general example. Suppose when a teacher writing on blackboard with a chalk, then the chalk dust particles will comes down. Yes or no? These are false, the dust particles. Okay, we observe during our childhood in school times. Okay, so the chalk is the matter. Okay, and the chalk particles the coming downwards, these are the elements of that chalk matter. Okay, and from that chalk particles we will also find out from single particle, single chalk particles, if we get the smallest unit of that smallest particle also, that is called the atom. So atom को हम खाली आंख में देख नहीं सकते. Okay, that is only visualized with the help of the microscope. Okay, so चलिए, so next है molecule. Okay, so molecule अगर वो कुछ जो एटम्स है 12 फॉर्म में एग्जिस्ट करते, सो दैट देयर इज मॉलिक्यूल, दैट मीन्स दैट इज द इन मॉलिक्यूलर फॉर्म। मॉलिक्यूल क्या होता है बेटा, मॉलिक्यूल क्या होता है, वन और मोर देन वन काइंड ऑफ सिमिलर डिसिमिलर एटम्स कंबाइंस टू फॉर्म मॉलिक्यूल्स। यस और नो, यस और नो, one or more elements combines to form molecules, to form molecules similar or dissimilar, this may be similar or dissimilar. For example हाइड्रोजन क्या था, हाइड्रोजन सिंगल एग्जिस्ट इंडिपेंडेंटली नहीं किया था, ठीक है। These are the, for example, hydrogen atoms and react with or combines with other hydrogen atoms to form H2. So these are the what? These are called hydrogen atoms बेटा, हाइड्रोजन आटम, ये भी हाइड्रोजन आटम है, हाइड्रोजन आटम है, बट दिस इज कॉल्ड हाइड्रोजन मॉलिक्यूल, दिस इज द हाइड्रोजन मॉलिक्यूल, बिकॉज मॉलिक्यूल तो कैसे फॉर्मेशन होता है एटम्स का कॉम्बाइनिंग में। ओके, बिकॉज मॉलिक्यूल इज फॉर्म बाय द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ एटम्स। ओके, अगर मॉलिक्यूल, व्हाट आर द क्लासिफिकेशन, molecules are classified based on two categories, based on two categories. Okay, based on two categories, one is nature of atom, the nature of atom, and the second category based on number of atoms attached, कितना नंबर अटैच हुआ है, atoms attached। तो नेचर ऑफ, बेस्ड ऑन नेचर ऑफ atom, what are the types of molecules? There are only two types, one is homoatomic, one is homoatomic molecule, होमोएटॉमिक मॉलिक्यूल, ठीक है बेटा। तो होमोएटॉमिक मॉलिक्यूल्स क्या, जो इंडिपेंडेंटली एग्जिस्ट करते हैं। ओके, सॉरी, जो कि एक ही टाइप का एटम्स को लेके प्रिपेयर होता है। ओके, जो इंडिपेंडेंटली एग्जिस्ट करते हैं उसको मोनोएटॉमिक मॉलिक्यूल बोलते हैं हम बेटा। ओके, सो होमोएटॉमिक मॉलिक्यूल्स क्या, व्हिच इट्स मेड अप ऑफ, व्हिच made up of only same type atom, only same type of atoms। okay, example H2, Cl2, N2, okay, O2, etc. So similar type, H atom, Cl atom, okay, nitrogen molecule, do nitrogen, okay, oxygen, okay. So these are the homoatomic. Homo means a similar type, okay. And one more, heteroatomic. Heteroatomic. What is hetero means what? Different. That means which made up of different kind of atoms. Made up of different kind of atoms. Different type of atoms. Type of atoms. Example beta, sulfuric acid, HCl, okay, calcium chloride, nitric acid, okay, etc. These are the made up of what? Different types of atoms, okay. Yes or no? That these are the heteroatomic. That means the molecule which is made up of different types of atoms is called heteroatomic molecules. So these are the examples, okay. Now, so what are the types of molecules based on number of atoms attached? If only one atom is attached, that is called monoatomic. That is called monoatomic molecule. If two atoms attached, then that is called diatomic molecule. If diatomic molecule, okay. If there are total three atoms are present, that is called triatomic molecule. If more than three, then that is called polyatomic molecule. Polyatomic molecule, okay. So let's see. So monoatomic means what? When only one atom is present, the molecule which contain only one atom. So which are these? These atoms which exist independently, we can say. For example, copper, zinc, iron, etc. Okay. So diatomic means what? Total two atoms. Total atom कितना बेटा? Total two atoms. Okay. Total two atoms present होंगे. ठीक है. Example H2, HCl, okay, carbon monoxide, etc. That means if you count, there must be total two atoms should be present, so that is called diatomic. Di means two, atom means atoms. If there are the molecule which contains total two atoms, okay. So triatomic means what? Tri means three, okay. That means the molecule which is made up of total three atoms is called triatomic molecules. So what are the example? What are the examples? Total three atoms we can say, okay. So example is CO2, okay, CO2, NO2, okay. Another example, calcium chloride, okay. So total calcium chloride, one calcium, two chlorine, okay, one carbon, two oxygen, one nitrogen, two oxygen. So total three atoms are present. So polyatomic means what? Poly means many or more. Poly means the word poly means what? Many or more. Many or more. That means more than three. The molecules which contains more than three element or which is made up of more than three atoms is called polyatomic molecule, okay. What are the example? P4, sulfuric acid, okay, HNO3, H3PO3, phosphorus acid, okay, and S8, etc. So these are the polyatomic molecules, okay. अगर ये समझ में आया आपको, अगर ये समझ में आया आपको, लेट्स सी, अगर टेक एग्जांपल वाटर, टेक एग्जांपल वाटर मॉलिक्यूल, okay. So in water molecule what happens? What are the total atoms in water molecule? What are the total atoms? 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen. So how many atoms are there? How many atoms are there? How many atoms are there? So we can say in water molecules total atoms equal to 3, okay. Or what is the number of atoms of hydrogen? Number of atoms, or we can say that is the atomicity. Okay, you can direct write down also atomicity. Okay, I am telling what is the atomicity means. Atomicity of hydrogen barabar. Okay, then atomicity of oxygen. Okay, so this is also we can say total atoms of water molecule. What is the atomicity of H2O? That means water molecule 3. That means atomicity is what?